Alright, everybody. Today is another random Pokemon stream, but it's in Crystal this time. I don't know if you guys saw the Tentacruel video. Just a heads up, I am pretty much over what I was going through at the time with the stuffed nose, but I'll occasionally have some sinus issues, but that time of year, what can you expect? But yeah, next time, if I feel like that, I'll probably wait an hour before I record a voiceover, just so it doesn't sound like that. Yeah, sorry about that. But anyway, Tentacruel was just really bad. We'll play Kingler on Friday. I haven't really read up on Kingler's route, but I'm pretty confident it's going to be better than Tentacruel, because... I mean, I don't remember if we'll start with a water move, but we'll at least have Vice Grip, I think. But anyway, yeah, let's see who we're going to be playing with today. Alright, it's gotta have it set between Kanto and Johto. Here's the leaderboard so far for anybody curious. I did re-rank Suicune offline. Technically this is my... I forgot to update the results, but I actually got a 111 Suicune time, which is not as good as what Axew Kairisora got. He got a 104, but I think he grinded attempts and never saved once. So yeah, I do have a 111 here. I tried to replay Raikou, but I got a worse time. And I do plan to replay Entei at some point. And honestly, I think my other times are honestly pretty good by today's standards. But a lot of these other Pokemon, like, that haven't gotten second playthroughs are all very bad. Blissey, Oritrus, Murkrow, Tentacruel. The reason Steelix got 3 playthroughs was because I found a really good strat for Red. Basically, you go into Red 20 levels lower than everyone else, and you just have to accept a 5% win chance. Accepting a 5% chance is faster than, like, 20 levels. Espeon and Umbreon are very slow. Blossom was really bad. Vileplume, I really did not like playing that thing. Yeah, honestly, the only other Pokemon I really want to re-rank is Entei. But anyway, let's see what we're getting. I haven't randomized the Pokemon yet. Okay, who is it? Can I re-roll that? Let's take a look first. If this is unworkable, I'll re-roll. Back. Let's take a look first. Because I mean, I know you can beat this game with a Pineco. Spinarak has agility. That is true, actually. Because, I mean, I know Scott beat the game with a Pineco, and Pineco is really horrifically bad. Honestly, is this going to be better than a Pineco? I think let's compare the two. Let's compare them. I'm going to try and line these up. The Pineco starts with Protect and Tackle, and it gets all normal moves. I mean, this thing starts with Poison Sting, which is really bad. Constrict, really bad. Nightshade. Oh, God. Faulkner is going to be horrible. Oh, yeah, Pineco has to do the same thing. Yeah, that's true. For those of you wondering what Pineco had to do, here, look at Pineco's moveset. You see Self-Destruct at level 8. This thing does not learn a move to take out Ghastly on the rivals team in Azalea Town. It doesn't get Mud Slap. It can't learn Fury Cutter. It can't learn anything that can hit a ghost. So it would have to use Struggle, right? But how can it get Struggle with Self-Destruct? You have to grind it to level 22 and learn Rapid Spin over Self-Destruct. Then you delete all your PP. Yeah, there is no way Spinarak is worse than that. Have you done Spinarak at all? I have not. Dang, if only I had that move. Why does this thing get Psybeam by Egg move? Why do you set the randomizer not fully evolved? Because it's fun occasionally getting a first stage. Let's see. Is there anything we... Let's see. Return, Dig. I mean, Dig is already way better than Pineco, for sure. Psychics in the postgame. Oh, Pineco did not get Sludge Bomb either. So at least we'll get a very powerful stab move, but that's going to have to wait a while. What are our stats like? Oh yeah, pretty much bad in everything, but 60 attack is quite decent. You know what? This is Crystal version after all. It's not like this is Spinarak in X and Y. I'll stick with it. It's going to be awful. No, I'm not re-rolling. It's doable. It's absolutely doable. I played Swablu in Leaf Green, and that thing was horrifically bad. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and make the ROM first, and then we'll think of some planning. Well, here's the thing. There are a few Pokemon where I will reroll guaranteed. If I get something I know is impossible, like Magikarp, Weedle, Caterpie, Metapod, Kakuna, stuff like that, I will reroll. I don't know if I would reroll Sunkern. I'm pretty sure Sunkern is possible. But I probably would reroll. That would have to be like special plan. Yeah. I'm not going to get a break with these random streams, am I? Remember last week with the yellow random streams? The whole week was first stage normal types. Clefairy video, Doduo, Rattata, then Jigglypuff. All first stage normal types. So yeah, it was awful. Alright, just gonna make sure the I'm gonna update the overlay first. And then once the overlay is all set up, then we can start planning. I don't know what hidden J Rose did Sunkern last week. Like, what game actually? Was it in Crystal? Okay. All right, overlay's all set up. Okay, let's start planning. I'm gonna open up the XP router. We're obviously gonna look at the red fight first because that's gonna be the hardest fight. So we should look at that first. See what level we need to be at. Always been obsessed with optimizing Earth Ring. Yeah, I saw that in the Discord. I don't know why he didn't make like a separate thread for it, but it's the same guy who played Kangaskhan over and over again. I mean, I get normal types are great. Also, I think before we use the XP router, we should continue to look at this moveset here, because we can use hidden power, but I don't know what hidden power to go with. And since our stats are so low, whatever hidden power we go with might have an effect on ranges. So let's see. Our attack is far greater than our special attack by a huge margin. Okay, not really a huge margin. So honestly, I think we could run either or. Let's see, what's our good coverage like? We get ground and normal and poison. Poison is essentially our best coverage. And then followed by dig for ground coverage and then normal with return. Just sucks that Giga Drain's in the post game. So honestly, I think whatever hidden power typing we choose is going to be extremely important. Like, extremely important. Let's see. Let's think of some good candidates. Ice. Usually that's the default I like to go with. Like, if someone struggles against Lance. It's definitely a tempting idea, but I actually want to Ice, Rock. Part of my brain actually thought Hidden Power Psychic. Because, look at this moveset. Oh, actually, I was going to say, what do we have to deal with Morty? We got Dig. So, honestly, forget Hidden Power Psychic. That's not really a good one. I'm going to take a look at, I'm going to see if Scott ever played Ariados. 8 months ago. Okay, yeah, this is pretty recent. And there was that old one, too. I'm just going to see what his hidden power typing was. Let's see. Let's see. That's Ledian. Dude, it's all Ledian. Here we are. Hidden Power Ice. Okay, yeah, so he essentially had a similar idea. I mean, Ariados was able to do it in the low 60s, but then again, knowing Spinarak, this thing would probably need to be in the 70s in order to take on Lance. Oh boy. Okay, yeah, so honestly, I think Hidden Power Ice might be the best bet. Oh, don't need that up anymore. Definitely blackout grinding in the league. I think so, yeah. I mean, once we get to a high enough level, spamming Return and Dig and Sledge Bomb is all we really need. So what was our moveset? Oh, wait. We have to keep Agility if we want it for red. So our moveset's going to be Agility, Return. Honestly, Dig is not really too useful of a move. Like when we're going to have Hidden Power Ice. Because Ground is going to be useful early to mid-game for the Magnemites and the... what else? The Ghost types. But later on in the game, once we're facing stuff that resists normal, like rock types, we can just use Hidden Power Ice. So honestly, I think our moveset will just be Agility, Return Sludge Bomb, and Hidden Power Ice. Theoretically, you could make the case, like, we don't even need Return at all, but I think I don't think that's a good idea. Yeah, the Steelix. The Steelix, we're just going to have to go out of the way for Hidden Power Ice. We'll just have to get Hidden Power before Jasmine, I think. But this is theory crafting first. We'll look at the ranges in the XP router once we have a plan. What else was I just going to say? Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and put in the stats. Let's see. Hidden Power Ice is 15 attack and 13 defense. Okay. Also, I don't know why the XP router's like this, where it fades out a lot of the optional battles for some reason. Okay, so... Actually, let's look back to the moveset again. Starting at Faulkner. What's going to be our plan for Faulkner? Poison Sting, String Shot. Honestly, we may have to pull a Tentacruel and get Struggle. That's basically what I'm thinking. Just get Struggle. Because Constrict is not going to do anything. Nightshade will do nothing. Yeah, honestly, I think we have to defeat him with Struggle. Trust me, craft together my first ever on Crystal for 2 Glitchmons. One's pretty smooth, the other's a nightmare. Oh boy. That's how the Glitchmons seem to be, based on some of your screenshots I've seen. Yeah, definitely Struggle on Faulkner. I'm not going to do... I don't think I want to do ranges for early... I guess we'll just look. It'll be very quick. Alright, let's look at Faulkner. Good news is, if you don't have 4 moves, it shows Struggle. So, let's Struggle at level... Oh. Oh, it's not going to continue showing Struggle. I mean, it looks like a level 10, it's going to 3-shot the Pidgey, and then 4 to 5-shot the Pidgeotto. But, I think we just need to look at how much damage they're dealing to us. So, at level 13, they'll go for Tackle and then Gust. So, at least we're not going to deal with Mud Slap. So, yeah, the Pidgey will be very easy. And then Gust will do 30 to 38%. Dude, I kind of wish I can still see Struggle's damage. I can do this. Delete move. There we go. 2-shot, 4-shot. Okay, that's kind of a problem, because look. Struggle and Gust are effectively doing the same damage. So since we underspeed the Pidgeotto, we're always going to die first. So 13 is not enough. Let's try 15. Let's try 15. Huh. There we go. Struggle's back. Alright, so at 15, it's a 3-shot, while Gus is a 4-shot, and we speed tie the Pidgeotto at 15, but maybe if we get a tiny amount of speed XP, we might be able to outspeed by 1, although it'd be really cutting it close. I don't think that's doable. But honestly, a speed... Well, remember, we can also hold a berry, too. It's a very tight range to 2-shot, though. So it's effectively a 3-shot. And we'll have a held berry for this, too. So honestly, I think level 15 is the way to go. We go ahead and make some... But yeah, for the Johto sections, I think the only gyms that, like, truly need planning are Faulkner, Bugsy, Whitney, Morty, Chuck, Jasmine, and Claire. So essentially everyone but Price. I mean, it depends on, like, the moves we'll get. Alright, so Faulkner 15. Okay, so let's take a look at the moveset again. Do we get Swift? Oh, we don't. Darn, that would have made Bugsy real easy. So, honestly, we'll have Nightshade at that point. Honestly, how much HP does the Bugsy Scyther have? It has 50 HP, so I will 3-shot it with Nightshade. Okay, honestly, Bugsy's not even worth worrying about. The rival battle, though, with the Quilava, honestly, Nightshade is going to be a decently good move in the early game, so we'll just continue using it. Alright, and then we'll get access to Dig before Whitney. Technically, we could get Return if we grind it. If we do a bunch of grinding and get the haircut, we might be able to barely squeak out 150 Friendship. That we can try to get Return. It'll only be roughly 70 power, but you don't really get Headbutt, so what choice do we have? Alright, let's take a look at Whitney. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and... Let's see. All right, so we're gonna do a. Let's see. At 150 friendship, return is like 70 power. So let's test this out with a 70 powered return. All right, so at level 24, 2-shot and then 5-shot, and then rollout would definitely do some massive damage. Look at that. 48 to 57%. That's really bad. So I think we'll need a higher level than that. We basically have to outspeed the Miltank. If we don't outspeed the Miltank, there's not really a chance of a stomp flinch, is there? Well, the AI generally goes for the best damaging move possible, but there is still a chance it goes for stomp. So we need to be able to outspeed the Miltank. That way we can always break a rollout chain. Either that or get to a point where we can knock out the Miltank easily. Just look at that. Just the fact that a rollout 1 does that much, a rollout 2 is gonna really kill us. So let's see. Level 27 brings it to a 4-shot, but that doesn't really help things if we don't outspeed. But then again, as we gain levels, our friendship goes up. So let's see if we can get... What's an 80 power return? That doesn't really improve our odds at all. Well, we do have the Quick Claw. We may just have to get lucky with Quick Claw. So I think for Whitney, we just need as high of a level as possible. Like, I think we need to defeat pretty much all the surrounding trainers and get the Quick Claw. And just hope for the best, because with all the training, we'll get more friendship, and that might help out Return do better damage. Plus, we'll have Dig as well, so after it hits us with the first rollout, we could use Dig to break the chain, but Dig is going to be doing kind of little damage. Unless the plan to just spam Dig the whole time wouldn't really work either, because we'll still get hit with the one rollout. But honestly, we're just going to have to luck our way past Whitney. Alright. Morty, though, I don't think it's really worth worrying over Morty, because we should get to a point where we outspeed everything except the Gengar. So I think I might go do Lake of Rage, then over to the Lighthouse. Then I will do Morty. I might be able to outspeed everything but Gengar. To outspeed everything but Gengar, you need 53 speed. Because the Ghastly's, I think the fastest thing he has is the Haunter has 52 speed, I think. Yeah, and then for Chuck, is our moveset going to be looking any different? I mean, we'll have access to Return, Dig. I'm actually probably going to hold on to Nightshade, because Nightshade is definitely one of our better damaging moves for sure. But what would be an appropriate level to arrive at Chuck at? You might want to compare Night Slash and HP Ice. Oh, I'll do that once I get to Jasmine, but that's a good thought. Oh yeah, look at this. Poliwrath has 98 HP. So what's the look? Oh, I can't really test this, but yeah, it's... Oh, we underspeed the Primate, but outspeed the Poliwrath. Honestly, I think if we just get to as high of levels as we can, we'll just 3 to 4-shot the Poliwrath. I mean, if we can get to level 40, level 40 doesn't really improve anything. The only level where damage with Nightshade improves is 50. Yeah, that's not really happening. Yeah, I think for Chuck, I don't think it's worth worrying too much about Chuck. Okay, so Jasmine. All right. All right, so let's take a look at Hidden Power Ice and Nightshade. Oh, wait, I should probably look at Dig as well. Alright, so at level 39, look at that, 190 to 224. So yeah, those Magnemites are always going to die no matter what. Alright, so Hidden Power Ice, 5 hit, Nightshade, 3 shot. Okay, so we need to keep Nightshade for Jasmine. Honestly, I think after Jasmine, that's probably the last time we ever want it. So honestly, we could just not teach Hidden Power at all until Nightshade. Hey, Game Div. Want to know the Pokemon I have to play? Spinarak. Yeah, it's, I wish it would stop giving me first stage Pokemon in these random streams. Rough. I'm not going to worry about price. Alright, we need to look at Claire. Claire. Here she is. So, level 53. Oh, look at that. Hidden Power Ice is, like, so close. Where can I add a held item? Is there a way to hold a held item? Oh, yeah, there's a hold button. Okay. $91 to 108. So at level 53, the Hidden Power Ices are a 50-50 chance. And this is assuming I buy no vitamins. I mean, you could argue, like, it would be a good idea to get some calcium, but honestly, I'm not so sure about that. I think protein would be a way better investment. Compared to Pink Bow Return? Sure. Yeah. Alright, let's replace the held item with... the polka dot bow. For those of you wondering what the polka dot bow is, it's a clone of the pink bow. You can only get it from trading over a Jigglypuff from Gen 1. I'm just doing this for the memes. Okay, so... literally the exact same damage ranges. Look at this. This is the exact same damage ranges. That's actually kind of nuts. Then it 2-shots the Kingdra. So yeah, honestly, Pink Bow returns definitely better. So I'm honestly more leaning towards protein now. Alright, Will. Honestly, I don't think anything on Will's team is good. Well, I guess I need to worry about Psychic doing so much damage. Look at that. The fact I underspeed the Xatu. I think I might have to buy Carbos, actually. Let me try that. I'm going to go to around the Rocket section here, because this is normally when I like to buy Carbos. Or vitamins in general. I'm going to go ahead and buy 6 Carbos. See if this affects anything. It still doesn't really affect anything with the Spinarak or the Jinx. Yeah, I might have to blackout train quite a bit. The minimum level where I can outspeed the Zatus. Oh, it's actually 57 to 58, and that's buying Carbos. But honestly, I think buying Carbos is the best strat here. Honestly, let's not worry about the rest of the league. Let's go straight to Lance. No, I'm going to stick to Pink Bow Return for now. Just see what the ranges look like. Let's see. 2-shot. Hidden Power Ice is a range. Honestly, Never Melt Ice might be a better idea. Yeah, 2-shot the Gyarados. 65%, 65%. 2-shot, although Wing Attack would do a lot of damage. Charizard, Underspeed. Yeah, I'm going to need a much higher level. I essentially have to outspeed everything that has a super effective move on me, because otherwise I'm dead. Let's see. To outspeed the Charizard, I need to be level 69. 68 to 69 after buying Carbos. That'll let me speed tie to outspeed Charizard. And it would honestly let me one-shot the dragons without Nevermelt Ice, so I might re-equip the pink bow. See what this looks like. Two-shot, one-shot, one-shot. Range. Two-shot, range. You know what? I'm gonna re-equip the Nevermelt. Okay, yeah, that turns the air... Oh, that doesn't help with ranges on Aerodactyl at all. Wait, no, that's the... Oh, yeah, Aerodactyl, right here. Hmm. Actually, wait, who would he send out second against me? He would probably send out Charizard second, wouldn't he? Because... Oh, here's the other thing. Lance likes to use Rain Dance with his Gyarados if he detects that Surf cannot one-shot. And then he usually likes to send out a Fire type against something weak to Fire. I think he's most likely going to send out the Charizard second. That would actually help the Flamethrower do so little damage that he'll end up using Wing Attack instead. But it really makes me wish I had a better healing item. Is it possible to have rest? No, wait. Oh, wait. I need to test Sludge Bomb ranges. I'm gonna take a look at this. It still two-shots the Gyarados. One shot, one shot. It doesn't really provide any differences at all. So honestly, Sludge Bomb over a turn doesn't really mean anything. But honestly, I think level 70 is probably gonna have to be the bare minimum. Because it's level 70 is when everything is a 1 to 2 shot. Everything. Plus, it gives the Aerodactyl only it's a 37% chance to kill the Aerodactyl. Yeah, honestly, I think level 70 is gonna have to be the best bet. So I may have to blackout train in the league. But hopefully, with Curse and Agility, I hopefully will not need too high of a level for Red. Because if I don't, I can use my candies before Lance. But let's go ahead and should we check out blue for check out red first? Okay, so our final moveset. Our final moveset's going to be Return, Agility, Curse, and Rest. So let me go ahead and make that the moveset really quick. Honestly, instead of Return, should I just do Sludge Bomb? Sludge Bomb hits everything for neutral. Yeah, Sludge Bomb would be better. Alright, let's take a look. Alright, so I only outspeed the Snorlax, but I underspeed everything else. Honestly, that's kind of expected. How much do these damage attacks do? 49 to 58. Who would he send out second? I think we may need to look back at Scott's video. I'm going to look back to the Ariados. I want to see who Red sends out second. Yes. Oh, right here. Alright, I'm just going to skip to Red. Alright. If I had to take a guess, it's probably the Espeon second or the Charizard. The Snorlax? Dude, that actually makes things a lot easier. Why would he send out Snorlax? Is it because of Amnesia and Rest being psychic moves? Oh wait, it's because Espeon's weak to Bug. And the only other Pokemon on his team with psychic moves is Snorlax. Is this consistent though? Because I know sometimes Red might randomly switch things out. I'll look back at his first run. I'm going to see if in his first run, what was the ordering? Let's see. Interesting. He was level 83 with Ariados, but then again, that was during the first playthrough. I just want to see if he sends out Snorlax second again. Yep. Okay, so it seems to be consistent. What was Ariados's final level? 73. Okay, so honestly, if he sends out Snorlax second, that's actually really, really good. But then again, it really should do the setup on Pikachu. So, let's see. Yeah, on the Pikachu, it'll do 49 to 58. So, I think the plan would just be set up one agility to outspeed everything. Because that's all... Well, we'll end up having to use, We'll end up having to use 4 agilities to make up for the curses. But then again, we'll have Rest as well, plus Thunder can miss. I think it's better... Wait. Actually, wait, no. Since Sludge Bomb's always a one-shot, here's what we'll do. We'll, well, then again, if we get hit with Charm, that's a reset. But I think the plan should just be use a Sludge Bomb right away to one-shot, and then do the setup on the Snorlax. And then on the Snorlax, as we begin to set up Curse, like, Body Slam goes from doing 52 to 61%, to 34 to 41, then 26 to 31, then 21 to 25. And then we can just do all the setup we need. And then with all those curses, it one-shots everything. Actually, do I need all 6 curses? 3, 4. We only need 4 curses. Okay, yeah. So at level 78, we only need 4 curses. Red. 78. 4 curses. 3 agilities. And the final moveset will be Curse, Agility, Rest, and Sludge Bomb. And blue, we'll probably use all our candies before blue. We'll probably just be 1 level lower for blue. But honestly, I think this is all the planning we need to do. One of the advantages of doing a Pokemon with limited move coverage like this is there really isn't too much to think about because you don't really get many moves to work with. You could just do Curse Agility for blue. That is true. Yeah, obviously, but I'll still use the candies before blue. Because blue is literally the last trainer before red anyway. It's like in red and blue, if I want to use candies before Lorelei, I could just use them before Rival 6. It's literally the trainer before. But sometimes Rival 6 will be bad. Like, who knows? Blue might do something. Okay. Alright, I'll go ahead and record a route. I'm not going to look at it, though, or anything. The only reason I'm recording the route is because I will submit the results in Scott's server, and I know someone's going to want the route file. So I'll just record it for them, just so they can see what... Alright, Hidden Power Ice, create route. What the... Likely due to mismatching game. What the... Oh my god. Damn it, Scott. He only has this working for deprecated mappers. Seriously, I hate the fact that that guy he used to work with when making GameHook, all of the software was made with the original layout of the mappers for these games. But then they tried to get everybody to switch from the old mappers to the new mappers, where like stuff was different on the inside. And the guy that Scott used to work with was really pushing hard to get people to switch. But then Scott never made the switch. His software still uses the legacy mappers. Even the XP router uses the legacy mappers. So like, what was even the point of upgrading everything? Like, that kind of stuff still irritates me. Alright, I guess no route. Because I don't use the deprecated. I only use the deprecated for Gen 1 just because I haven't really bothered to fix it. Actually, I think Steve's overlay worker, MVF, I think he made a version. Yeah, MVF, you made an XP router to work with a new mapper. Yeah, I'll need to look at that later, but I just won't record a route for now. Anyway, I feel like we should get started now. At least with Gen 2, we don't have to worry about, like, PK Hex, but I will need to freeze my stats in Pokebite. Alright, and then our day of the week is going to be Sunday, because we want return. I know with Tentacruel we went Friday for Poison Barb, but that's just because Tentacruel did not need return. This thing needs return. Bad. Because it gets no Headbutt or Swift. Okay. Oh, I better set an over-under. Alright, I think we should just basically compare to Fortress. Fortress got a time of 154. So, gotta remember though, Fortress had to... It took Fortress like 45 minutes to beat the Rival 2 fight, but after that it was still kind of slow. Oh, I'm sitting here chilling with Pringles. Hey, I don't call myself an expert. I was just using that as a damage calculator. People didn't have access to GameHook. That wasn't the real reason Pokebite was made instead of GameHook. The original GameHook project got shut down. It's still for unknown reasons why it got shut down. So Scott ended up working with this other guy named Andrew. He is definitely a way cooler guy than the other guy was. Yeah, game dev, exactly. Like, Steve was really infuriated with all that stuff. Like, he was talking about how so much work got put into the overlay and mappers. The overlay to make sure, like, it all worked with the new mappers. And Scott himself never even upgraded. And honestly, since the XP router and stuff like that only work with the legacy mappers, what is even the point of the new mappers? Like, honestly, I just really don't know. It's just horrifically annoying. Alright, I'm gonna bet the over-under at 210. This will effectively be 20 minutes worse than Fortress. Alright, let's get started. I got my drink with me, some water. I'll definitely need it. The reasons got shut down were pretty obvious if you knew what other works PlayStation was involved with. I actually don't know what other works he was involved in. I remember Game Dev had a theory that that GameHook may have used some sort of protected like asset from another program he worked on, and he was getting in legal trouble or something. But I just don't know the official reason. Scott never told me. He tells me he does not know. I think he is telling the truth. I do think he legitimately does not know. Maybe nowadays he knows, but I've never asked. All right, let's get started. 3, 2, 1, go. I'm also setting it to 4 p.m., so it's still daytime for a bit. Because I actually kind of prefer it to be daytime now in the early Johto section, because it's a lot easier to catch a cut user during the day. He was a contributor to the user team? Really? That does sort of make sense now, but well, hold on. The one thing though is they only went after Yuzu because of the whole Switch emulator thing, and the fact that they were distributing paid patches for the new games. Like, it ended up taking everything down that was related to it, and that did include Citra, which was related to the software. But honestly, that does sort of make sense now. Maybe the fact that since Yuzu got shut down, all related projects had to be taken down as well as part of some sort of settlement. And that's probably why he couldn't tell anybody. I mean, that's just a guess. I'm just guessing. I'm not saying this is the real reason, but it would make sense. But who knows if he was part of the team or not. It's still sort of unknown, but it did happen at roughly the same time. So, put on your tinfoil hats. Also, oh, I'm gonna defeat this for XP. It's not worth trying to grind for struggle until you beat the rival, because with the rival, he actually heals your team. I always disliked the mapper setup. Like with the new one or the deprecated ones. I didn't really like the new setup at first just because it was like a lot more folders, which was really annoying. No. Then again, I lost there because of a crit. I'm gonna try the fight again. Like, I want the XP. Dude, stop critting me. Oh, scary face. Yay. More things to drain. Actually, we should probably wait to get struggle until we learn the fourth move, which is constrict at level 11, I think. So we might have to wait till level 11 to get struggle, because otherwise we'll end up having to drain a new move. But then again, as long as I don't heal, I think like as soon as I like find like a good encounter, like a Hoppip, I can just drain my scary faces. Plus, this is one advantage of playing during the daytime is there are chances of Hoppip, which will definitely help this thing, for sure. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and just buy a ton of potions. Alright, I think I'm going to try and drain my PP on this Caterpie here. Honestly, hold on. I think it's going to be better to drain the PP on a Weedle. Because on a Weedle, its only attacking move is Poison Sting. I want to drain some string shots. You know what? I guess I'll just Poison Sting any Caterpies I see. Oh, Hoppip. Nice. I'll use... Huh, interesting. I did not know Scary Face had 10 PP. There's cleaner data structures that could be used and translates very nicely to human-readable formats. Honestly, the one thing I do not like about Pokebite compared to GameHook is that in GameHook, you were able to pin properties on the main window. Like, if you wanted to only see, like, your level and your slot 1 move, you could see it without shifting between folders. I mean, I still have the GameHook software. I only really use it in case something with Pokebite doesn't work. Oh, here's the good thing about Hoppip as well. Splash has 40 PP, so I will be able to drain all my string shots and not get to struggle damage. I like how the winning option right now in the poll is under 210. Alright, I'm going to use up the rest of my string shots here. And I'll probably train to level 8 before I ever consider fighting youngster... What's his name? Youngster Ian? Is he his name Ian? And again, wait, why am I scared? He has a level 2 Pidgey and a level 4 Rattata. Well, then again, I'll need the training anyway, so just do this. 2 apiece for the votes. Oh, so it's evenly split? That's funny. Honestly, I think I'm ready for it. There's more efficient training. Because I'm going to need level 15 for Faulkner. Oh, the one bright side, with the Sprout Tower, unlike with Tentacruel, since I quad resist Vine Whip, that training is actually going to be very nice. Another potion. Bitterberry. I think I will actually fight Bugcatcher Wade here. I do not like fighting this guy. His XP yields are worse than wild Pokemon. Literally worse than wild Pokemon, but since I need level 15 anyway, I think I'm just going to have to deal with it. Now, let's see how much Struggle does. Quite a lot, actually. It's just a good thing our attack stat is 60. It's literally our best stat. And yeah, we're going to need a minimum level of 78 for Red. But honestly, wait, what was the level we need for Lance? It was 70 as well. So honestly, do you guys think we can use all of our candies for Lance? I mean, just remember, there will be 3 rare candies in Kanto. There's 1 in Mount Silver, and then there's 2, 1 in the fan club, and then 1 in, Cinnabar. Do you guys think I can get away with using all the candies, like, before Lance? I think I would be able to, actually. All candies for Lance makes sense. I think it does, yeah, because if you include the 3 Kanto candies, we only have to gain 5 levels off of the off of the gym leaders and stuff. Okay, yeah, so you see how we lost Struggle? Now we gotta drain out Constrict. I can never get a break from this move. The gyms will carry me to 78. For sure. Honestly, yeah, I could probably just... Well, I don't think I'll skip the candies, but I'll pick them up and just be a higher level for Red. Because the higher level for Red will help in making his moves do slightly less damage. Honestly, I don't think I can play too risky with this. This is a really bad Pokemon. Also, I've been trying to learn how to get the Whirl Islands candy in the dark, but I haven't been really good at it lately, but fortunately, since I am getting Flash, and Abra can learn Flash, I won't have to do it in the dark, which is nice. I've actually been having to bring up an image in another monitor just to know where the heck I'm going. Confirmed, I still have the last version of the source code for Game. I guess I'll go through the source code tonight, map out how it worked to start my new project with it. Like, oh, like not the program, but like the source code. Uh-oh. I haven't saved in quite a while. That is really bad. I mean, I did gain a lot of levels, which is nice, but still. That's really bad. Yeah, I may have to stay on this route till I find a Hoppip. I think in the meantime, I'll just spam out my Poison Stings, because I have to train anyway. Annoying how I lost a lot of my money, though. But yeah, and as soon as I find a Hoppip, I'll need to use all 40 of my string shots. Wait, can Hoppip even be found in this route? I know that other route could. I think I'll just go back to that other route, just because I'm not sure if they, like, have the same encounter table or not. Yeah, Route 30. Yeah, I know Route 30 has them. I just don't know about 31. Yeah, isn't this fun? Honestly, I feel like I probably would have needed to heal at some point, but I don't really know. And yes, my new version will most likely follow the naming conventions of the mappers. I might even have supported deprecated the new mapper naming conventions just so that it works. So what, you're still gonna have the same, like, both deprecated and new map? I hate the fact that there's a deprecated and a regular version of the mapper in the first place. I hate that. Like, there was no reason to try and upgrade. Like, when they upgraded from the YML files to the XML files during the GameHook lifespan, they recreated the YML mappers as deprecated mappers. They should have just stuck to that, but no, they had to have some new things. It just made a bunch of people's software not work. And the fact that they were telling people to upgrade when a lot of the software that, like, Scott comes out with, like his overlay, the XP router, it does not work on the newer mappers, which is infuriating. You'll have the ability to add an alt name. Oh, interesting. Okay, I need to find a Hoppip now. The problem is, on this route, Hoppip are like a 5% encounter. You know what? This'll work. I mean, Poison Sting's only going to do like 1 damage, and I can't get poisoned, so honestly, I feel like this counts. Oh, how's everyone doing? I will need to run away, though, when the health gets too low. I'll run away when it gets to 2 HP. Interesting, a crit only did 1. I feel like I can get away with it going to 1. But I don't know if some sort of high roll crit might get it to 2, so I'll run away at 2. Okay. This is where Flame Sage and the other guy failed. Alt naming should have been considered for easier transitions. So, like, there would have been no need to have, like, two versions of the mapper. Honestly, I'm not going back in the tower. It does mean I'm gonna have to skip out on, Flash, but you know what? That's fine. Did I already pick up the escape rope when I was in there? No, I didn't. Oh, well. Oh, interesting. I speed tied that thing. Alright. Hopefully I can get level 15. Oh, but do you notice in the bottom left with my stats, you see under attack it says 9? I've actually gained enough attack stat XP to equal 1 vitamin. So honestly, I'll probably end up with slightly better ranges now. Alright, I am level 14, but I will be 15 for the Pidgeotto, which is what matters. There we go. Yeah, some of you guys may be wondering, was the struggle grind worth it? It absolutely was. Otherwise, you'd have to beat Faulkner with only Poison Sting or Constrict. That's not happening. Although, this split would have been faster if I didn't have that blackout. But then again, I don't think the blackout really mattered, though, because I still had to train anyway. And if you were wondering why I healed, that's a force of habit. I'm so used to healing before picking up that egg. As soon as I realized I healed, I had to reset and do the fight again. Okay, do not heal this time. Because I want to keep Struggle until Nightshade. And then Nightshade and Poison Sting will be my two go-to moves. Jeez. You'll have to heal once you get Nightshade. Yeah, I will, obviously. I said struggle until Nightshade. I'm actually amazed that it did not kill the Spearow. Alright, I'm gonna save here. I do not want to fight this guy with Struggle. No, don't fight that guy. I think I do want to fight this guy, though. Because Machop and Geodude are okay XP. I'm not really terrified of the Machop. I just don't want to fight 4 low-level Geodudes. Oh, thank God that missed. Alright, I'm gonna train in this grass till I get level 17. I mean, I could just fight the rockets and just get Nightshade that way, but I'll have to leave the well and go heal anyway, because Nightshade can't hit normal types. I'm hoping 7 HP. Oh, yeah. Perfect. Getting rid of Constrict. Okay. Now I can go heal. Yep, won't need struggle anymore. Just my main moves will have to be Nightshade and Poison Sting. Can you imagine doing this with Constrict? Oh, and here's a little mental trick for Nightshade. Look at the opponent's HP. You divide the HP by half. Divide the HP by 2. That's the level you need to two-shot it. So like 17 HP, I can two-shot things that are 34 HP and below. Yeah, I better do that. Don't like Nightshade with low levels. It's a necessary evil sometimes. Also, that coughing needed level 19 to two-shot. So I won't have to worry about Bugsy. I kind of wish Bug was still weak to poison, because that actually made legitimate sense. Like, I don't know why they eliminated the Bug's weakness to poison. Like, it literally makes sense. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and fight Benny here for the good XP. If I remember... Oh yeah, our Whitney strat. We just need to fight everybody possible. Because Whitney is a gigantic luck fest. And the more training we do, the higher friendship we'll have for Return to do more damage. And maybe, just maybe, we might be able to gain some speed. I just wasted a super potion. Yeah, I essentially just want to do all the trainers. It did make sense, and I like how it was the opposite, too. Oh, you mean like the whole Nightshade HP thing? Yeah. Oh, 1938. This thing's a 3-shot. Wow, really? You interrupted your Fury attack for that? Or Fury Cutter? Okay, yeah, Bugsy was an absolute joke with this Pokemon. Alright, I'm gonna be getting Dig soon, so I'm not gonna buy any escape ropes for now. Well, I'm not gonna have it forever, so I'll just buy 4 escape ropes. Oh no, Bug Poison's relationship. Oh. Well... Poison being weak to Bug honestly didn't make sense, but Bug being weak to Poison did. They probably did it just for game balancing. Oh, jeez. Yep. Take the Blackout, actually. Keep the XP. Oh, I speed tie that thing. Smoke screen. This is a strat I've done in the past sometimes. Blackout train. Like, if you... Blackout train on the rival until you win. You've got to be... Dude. I mean, it would definitely go faster if I didn't have the Sentret, but it takes, like, no time to kill the Sentret. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing this until I win. 22. Still a 3-shot. The good thing I already spent my money, because I'm going broke. Yeah, I'd be getting so many resets right now, but just blacking out and keeping the XP is technically efficient. I mean, then again, you could say I should have fought the trainers in the Union Cave. I mean, I do agree with that stance, but this guy is just all luck no matter how you view it. Besides, this is much quicker XP, I think. 243 XP is much better than anything in the wild. Yeah, I was mainly talking about, like, the wild... Not the wild Pokemon. The trainers in Union Cave. Then again, I don't think most of the trainers in Union Cave are as good as that Ghastly. So this is definitely more efficient. Plus, right now, at level... Since I outspeed, unless it puts me asleep, I can consistently two-shot. Wow, I got the long sleep. Oh, the very rare switch out. I might actually win because of that. Leech Life? Better than String Shot. Yeah, it's a very rare chance for the rival to switch out his Ghastly to something else. It's very rare. I literally won because of that switch. That's awesome. That's really awesome. Nope, do not escape rope. Oh, right, I still need to get cut. Alright, I can't learn Headbutt, so I'll just have to skip it. I'm still going to fight some of these trainers, but this is a serious question. Do you guys think it would be a better idea, like, as soon as I get Return, do you think it'd be a better idea to Blackout train on the Clefairy? Or just do the surrounding trainers, like, in the National Park and stuff? Just because there are a lot of trainers, but I don't know. Part of me doesn't think so, because getting to Whitney is kind of slow, because you have to go... The center is all the way across town from the gym, then you have to go through that whole maze just for one Clefairy's worth of XP. I don't really think the Clefairy even gives good XP yields. Honestly, part of me thinks it's not worth it. Like, I think it might be better to just fight the trainers. Just because there's a lot of good trainers. Yeah, I think just do the trainers. At least I get a nice healing move. You vote trainers? Yeah, I think trainers is the far better answer. Yeah, I am just going to fight everybody. Because here's the thing. I still need a very high level for Lance. Plus, doing these early trainers is going to help me with other foes like Chuck. And Morty. So, yeah, this training is absolutely worth it. I mean, then again, unless someone else, like, Scott is willing to play this game with this Pokemon. Alright, I'm at 142 friendship. Hopefully I get the good haircut. +1 friendship. What a ripoff. For those of you wondering, you can either get +1, +3, +5, and a rare +10 friendship from that haircut. You need 150 friendship to get return. And when I do get return, that's going to be my most powerful move. Probably besides Nightshade. Hi, Todd. Yeah, it's been a while since we fought Todd. You ducked out of the second run on the last iCollab. Yeah, I don't really want to talk about that. First time I've ever rage quit a stream because of someone pissing me off. I'd rather just pretend that never happened. That's why I deleted the stream. If you want, you'll give Spooter a try. Like this Pokemon? Go ahead if you want to. Oh, get the Abra. Aw, you raged. Looking forward to the next run then. It wasn't really at the Pokemon. I was mainly just mad at Steve. Because he was kind of acting like an asshole. Wait. Oh. Seriously? Just split my XP. Yeah, I will definitely skip the Magmar trainer. At least I'll go heal again, but at least I'll have the Abra. Double team. I would say he's cheating, but no, Pikachu gets double teamed by level up, so it's not cheating. I slipped out at the wrong time and missed it, but I'd rather good collabs than people falling out. That kind of thing probably won't happen again, because I've been doing the streams with Steve for years, and I mean, on his end, he's definitely done that a few times, but for me, that was actually the first time. I know this guy isn't good for XP yields, but we are playing with a Spinarak. Alright, gonna save. Just this guy gives really good yields. Let's see. I need 58 HP. Okay, yeah, so I can two-shot Smog. Wow, this guy played bad. Gonna fight Arnie. Actually, I know there's a bug cat. There's a bird keeper down there with a Pidgeotto. I'd rather not fight that guy, though. Alright, I'm gonna go heal again. Oh, I'm at 150 friendship. Before I continue the training, I am gonna go get return. Oh, shut up. Yeah, at this amount of friendship, return is roughly going to be a 71 power move. So, like, around the same as headbutt. Quick Claw is going to be my held item. Alright. I'm going to fight the trainers here as well. That was interesting to watch. He's crazy efficient. He was struggling at a gym. I think it was Morty. And you actually suggested a movie, he kind of clicked and used it. Oh yeah, Ike is very good at runs. Yeah, he's really good. I mean, he's still very new with Gen 2, but he did get some practice with it. Alright, do I want to teach Dig right away? I do, yes. Because, if I look at a level up set, I don't get any other good moves till level 45 with agility. And at level 53 psychic, that's honestly way too late in the run to be considered good, so I'll probably just skip that. Yeah, imagine skipping psychic. Yeah, we're definitely nowhere close to outspeeding the Miltank, but it's not really about outspeeding the Miltank. It's just it's just giving us as good of a chance as possible for Whitney. Plus, like I said earlier, we need the training for other places anyway. Yeah, he is very good at multitasking. Like, he could be doing, like, a backport with us, he'll be speaking English, and then someone in his chat comes up and he quickly switches to Spanish. Whenever he does that, I wait for him to finish talking, and then I go, burrito. Okay, time to luck our way through Whitney. I won't even bother blackout training, because I don't even think the Clefairy gives good yields. Just spam return and hope for the best. 261, that's barely any better than that Ghastly. Honestly, part of me wonders if it was a bad idea getting rid of Scary Face. Because using no, using Scary Face would make me outspeed the Miltank. But then again, I think I'm better off just lucking my way through this fight. Yep. There's so many cool runners. Yeah, a lot of people are really cool, yeah. I get along with a lot of them, too. I mean, there's definitely one or two I'm not personal fans of. Sometimes I think Speed ignores my comments. Dude, I can't read everything at once, okay? Okay, I'm gonna save here in case I encounter this guy. Okay. More intrigued by speedrunning than Nuzlocke. I assumed we were talking about solo runners. But I know, like, Steve just been doing a lot of, like, hardcore Nuzlocke. He's been attempting some Kaizo. Well, Kaizo. It's mostly Kaizo, except, he has the movesets and stats vanilla. But other than that, everything else is randomized, so it's not like a true Kaizo. But, I get what you're saying. You son of a bitch. I'm pretty sure I did not save for this either. So I'm just going to go ahead and have everything die. Oh, at least I healed here. You, Steve, Scott, and Squidgy. Oh, that's nice. Glad to see you have me on that list of inspirations. It definitely feels nice to hear that. I mean, my inspirations... that's kind of a tough one. Because I've wanted to attempt, like, solo runs for, like, a really long time, but, like, this was back during, like, 2021 or so, like, when I was still, like, just a regular part-time speedrunner of just, like, some Pokemon and other kinds of games. I wanted to try and make a video or two about them, but I did not know the style and how to do them. I wanted to treat them like speedruns, not like, just a challenge run where you just take your time. But I know with the red and blue leaderboard, there's a category extension on speedrun.com for red and blue called, what's it called? Custom starter. And you can actually set your starter and your stats to perfect using a custom ROM hack somebody made, so you don't have to use the universal randomizer. And you just play that like you would any other speedrun. And it was actually kind of doing that. I decided to do it like that kind of method because it was really cool. But then I just didn't like how all the other people doing solo runs like Scott and Madrybread never really did them like a speed run, just like you just play it casually and it takes you 12 hours to beat red and blue Rattata. But then I ended up finding Scott's channel, like, it might have been early 2022 or something, when I saw the fact that he used a timer in his overlay and he was talking about attempting to go fast. I think this was back when his channel had like 15,000 subs at the time. I looked at this guy's channel, I'm like, oh my god, this guy is exactly what I want it to be like. So, I've started to merge into that. And then eventually, after watching his stuff for a year, he announced he was going to launch a community keyword race. And I decided to sign up for it. And at the time, the challenges I was doing, it wasn't really a solo challenge. It was more like, I have an old series. There's a playlist on my channel called the 386 Speedrun Challenge, where it was kind of like you treated each run like a speedrun. Except you can only use one Pokemon the entire time. I did that for a while, and then after the P-word race, I started doing runs with Scott's rule set, and I started out in yellow first. Hey, game dev, no swearing. I enjoy the different styles, but like the vanilla are close to vanilla experience. Yeah, that's what I like about like my runs compared to like Scott's, for example. Dude, I am so tempted to heal. But at the same time, I gotta keep my teleport points, so... The one thing I do not like about how Scott does his runs is how much RNG he mods out. Like, I get modding out, like, some things. The only thing I really mod out with RNG is the Heart, Gold, Soul, Silver Game Corner. Just because, like, you can't buy coins. I did not know there were wild Venomoths here. But I just don't like how the wild encounters are modded out, HM users are guaranteed. It makes it sort of feel like a tool-assisted run. Because a human cannot get that good kind of luck. I mean, honestly, the closest thing to a task that my runs even have is the fact my Pokemon have perfect stats, and I can use whatever hidden power I want. But then again, most normal players can accomplish this. You just use PK Hex and just give yourself whatever stats you want. Like Steve and I were talking about this at one point. Basically, this kind of stuff that Scott does with his runs, like with the no encounters, guaranteed HM user thing, that's not as accessible to many people who want to try these out. But starting out with a specific hidden power typing, for example, that's very accessible. All you need is a save editor. And PK Hex is the most famous one. Yeah, that's what I called it, a tool-assisted run. I mean, don't get me wrong, I still like Scott's runs, but at the same time, I don't like playing him like that. It just turned it from like a true like vanilla speedrun, and it just becomes a tool assisted one at that point. Like, it just doesn't feel like Pokemon. Like, where, like, in Pokemon Yellow, you can just go through the entirety of the forest and get 0 encounters except for one Pidgey. When we all know, 99% of players who play the game, that is not how they're going to see it. Okay. Now I need to go heal again and do the Lighthouse. I need 53 speed to outspeed everything but the Gengar, so I want to do a bit more training. I'm not speedrunning at all. I'm about seeing the true limitations. That's why the glitch dex fascinates me. You're the only one I know who tries to do solo runs with glitch mons. I saw J-Rose like a year ago do Missing No. I've wanted to do a glitch run like that at some point, but once I saw how atrocious its stats were, I'm like, I'll pass. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's just a thing you have to deal with. Like, normal speedrunners have to deal with that. Like, if it frustrates you, like, it's part of the game. It's just how it was designed. Like, if your reasoning is, well, it's not the fault of the Pokemon that it has to deal with encounters, here's another thing. Is it the fault of the Pokemon you're playing that the opponent crit you and caused you to black out because you didn't save? Is that the fault of the Pokemon? No, it wasn't. So by that standard, why don't you mod out the opponent getting crits? Like, it just becomes a slippery slope, in my opinion. I mean, you don't have to see it that way, but I'm just giving my opinion. Like, why, like, even if I had the ability to, I would not mod out encounters in the first couple of routes. It just doesn't feel right. Similar thing with like HM encounters. Like, I think it should take some skill and some knowledge to know what the best HM users are. Like, for example, in my Emerald runs, I know Scott gets the Meryl on the route with Mr. Briny's Cottage, but the problem is that's I think that's a 10% spawn, but Scott's overlay has it a guaranteed spawn, which feels kind of broken. But what I do is instead I wait until later to get the Meryl in Petalburg, because if you surf on the water with the Zigzagoon, it's a guaranteed encounter. So I had to actually research to find the best area for Meryl, and that was the best area I could find. Like, I think the rate that stuff can be encountered in the wild should also be a factor. Like, yeah, Psyduck in the forest is really good, but it's a rare encounter. It just wouldn't feel right to have it be a guaranteed spawn, you know? Seriously? It is very rare for a physical move to knock out a Krabby. Alright, I'll use Nightshade. Okay, that was a 10% Staryu. Okay, that just sucked. I hate fishing. $37. Yeah, I have enough. It's why I get the lure ball, too. Don't give Scott ideas. Trust me, he's heard of them at this point. I mean, at least Scott didn't go as far as guaranteeing the catch of the HM users, because he does say it does affect a Pokemon's final time, whether they have the ability to catch them good. Like, for example, like if you run a Pokemon that starts with only, like, Fire Blast, it kind of makes catching an HM user difficult. But if you have, like, Fire Blast and, like, Ember, you could use Ember to catch stuff. Like, I understand that part. PK Hex, kids nowadays will not know the struggle of EV grinding in the altered cave for low-leveled Oddish. Honestly, nowadays, you just get those, like, power bracelet things. Which, honestly, I'm really happy that those exist. I mean, they're still hard to get, but they're really nice. This is also why I'm recreating the glitch ones, too, so there's less, bollocks. Still have to deal with the crummy stats, but now no crashes or super glitch. Wasn't there a glitch in Gen 1 where Missing No evolved into Kangaskhan? Doesn't that happen with other Glitchmons? Final Plan is glorious, but I'll have to share it when I get home as my kid just woke up from his nap. Okay. Well, I'm sure not all the Glitchmons are bad. I know Missing No specifically is bad. Doesn't that thing have, like, 0 speed and 6 special or something like that? What the? Oh, right. Oh. Shoot. Right. Oh, gotta teach Dig. Dig over Poison Sting. Power bracelets. I time traveled to the future. Hey, Jesse, isn't there one of them Glitchmons with 2 move slots of Water Gun Sky Attack? Yeah, that's the original Missing No. That's the one with, like, 0 speed and 6 special, but, like, 230 attack. That was M, not Missing No. M is a family member of R&B's Missing No, and it shares a lot of the same info, but there's slight differences. Oh. The yellow Missing No is trash? Like, how bad? Oh my god. Look at my level, and look at how much HP these Ghastlies have. That is pure chef's kiss perfection right there. Alright, I'm gonna fight this optional person right here with the Haunter. Yellow Missing No can't even be used. Why not? Its growth rate is broken, so it like, literally cannot level up. What, will its experience, like, underflow or something? Like, will it go down? Oops. It has, like, a lot of... So it has a lot of HP, but zilch in the other stats? That's insane. Oh. Sec. You guys might want to ignore that Raikou being there. Okay. Just had to turn off the camera for a second. Yeah, I re-ranked Raikou recently. That's why that's there. Oh, I might actually get a reset here. Yep, just reset. I need to use an ether. Yeah, and yellow... well, train or fly, yeah, but for yellow, you want to... you want to use an escape rope. I think in red and blue, though, I don't think in red and blue you can do the trainer fly glitch anywhere in the forest. Yeah. Alright, so at level 40, I will two-shot the Primeape. Yeah, I'll two-shot the Primeape and three-shot the Poliwrath. Also, I think I might fight this person with bad Pokemon from now on. She is a spinner, but she does give good XP. Technically, you can black out to a wild Pokemon. That is true. Wait. No. You have to black out on a wild Pokemon on a tile in front of a trainer. So like that mandatory bug catcher, you'll want to save and reset over and over again until you get an encounter on that tile. And then you have to black out. So it's even harder. But yeah, you can do it. Oh, you know what's funny? These trainers here are going to be an absolute joke because I quad resist fighting. Honestly, the Hitmonchan is actually going to be scarier this time because it has Fire Punch. But it never gets to use it. Or blackout from poison. That would be a bit easier, yeah. Even then, 35 special attack. You know, I had an instance, I think it was last week in one of the random yellow streams, or it might have been an offline re-rank, I don't remember what, but I had the Hiker's Hitmonchan Ice Punch freeze me, and then hit me with Fire Punch, and it thawed me. That's the only way in all of Gen 1 where you can freeze and thaw on the same Pokemon. And if you're wondering if it's possible in Red and Blue, it is not. In Red and Blue, the Hiker's Hitmonchan has only Ice Punch and Thunder Punch. It does not have Fire Punch. So it's not possible. Oh, all that training I did actually let me outspeed the Primeape. I'm gonna lose, aren't I? Seriously, you dynamic punch on a bug? Oh. You know, it reminded me when I saw something that Scott posted on X. It looked like he was recording an Onyx Fire Red run, and he was really shocked that Dragon Breath was on its level up set. I actually told him in the replies. I actually knew that as a kid. I was going through Victory Road in Fire Red or Leaf Green, and I found an Onyx with Dragon Breath, and I'm like, ooh, a dragon move. This is my answer for Lance. Yeah, think about this. That's what I thought back then because of how young and dumb I was. Alright, definitely save before the Gyarados. Can I two-shot it with Nightshade? It has to be 84 HP. Nope, three-shot. Oh my god. This is why I saved. Yeah, it looks like Return and Nightshade do roughly the same damage. But yeah, should I teach Hidden Power Ice? No. Do not teach Hidden Power Ice right now. Because if I teach Hidden Power Ice, I'll have no room for agility. Because I want to keep Nightshade until after Jasmine. But I think after Jasmine, I can then teach Hidden Power Ice. Because then my moveset will be Return, Hidden Power Ice, Dig, and Agility. What should my vitamin be? Honestly, are Carbos gonna matter? This is a serious question. If I need to be close to level 70 for Lance, well, I have agility as well. Honestly, I don't think Carbos are needed at all. So I think I should get a different vitamin. Honestly, definitely #1 protein. And I think as a backup, get calcium. Hey, Shadow Stitch. This must be interesting. What would be the best way to describe this? It's like if Weedle got triple the attack stat and some better offensive moves. Okay, I wouldn't call this torture. This is still technically better than Tentacruel. I hated Tentacruel so much. Like, I had to hold on to Constrict, or not Constrict, I had to hold on to Struggle all the way into Azalea Town, and then Kurt heals you, and I had to get Struggle again. Nightshade has actually been somewhat saving me in the early game. I don't think it's going to get a better time than Tentacruel, not even close, but it definitely feels better to play than Tentacruel did. Question it. What's... Oh, that's a full heal. I knew there was an item down there. I couldn't remember if that was a full heal or a full restore. Should it be called Pineco Plus? Yeah, this is Pineco Plus. Yep. This is Pineco with better moves. Upon catching it, you'll see it has negative XP, so it'll revert you to level 1 and you're stuck at level 1. Wait, isn't there that glitch, though, with red and blue, where if you're at level 1, if you gain enough XP to skip level 2 and go to level 3, it takes you to level 100? Or actually, no. I think... Wait, is it if you're level 1, if you gain XP to where you will not level up, it then takes you to 100? You re-ranked Haxorus and it's sitting in 2nd place. I mean, Haxorus is a very good Pokemon. But yeah, no, it's funny because of all these re-ranks. Next time I face you in black and white, you're going to be even better against me. Honestly, Shadow, we should probably do another, like, maybe not like a 4-part series, but you and I should do another one-off race, like next time I do Pokemon Black. You're talking about the underflow glitch. Yeah, I was aware of that glitch. I don't have a healing item. That's not good. Shoot. When did I last save? I did not save anywhere in here. Okay, I'm cheating. Hold on a sec. I did save. You're right. I did. I will say, if I didn't save, I was legitimately going to use Pokebite to get myself return back. I'm not kidding. I actually would have done that. I don't have a healing item. Dude, come on. Use Screech or something. Or get a Quick Claw Clutch. That works. Okay, delete Leech Life. There we go. Yeah, those resets were definitely avoidable for sure. So wait, that 1 to level 100 thing only applies to the medium slow group? Yeah, just let me know when you plan on doing black and white 1 and we'll figure something. Yeah, I'll have to look in my calendar. I already have all the games pre-planned for the whole year. So I can tell you the next time I'm doing black and white. I think I last did black and white like 3 or 4 weeks ago. Might have been 3 weeks ago, because I think I went to platinum, then black, then to yellow. Yeah, it was definitely somewhat recent, so it'll probably be a while. But I'll have to look it up. Medium slow is at the level... It's the only one below 0 XP. I'm confused on that. Alright, time for Jasmine. Probably want to do a single stage mon since you don't evolve. Oh, like what? You and I should race a first stage? That'd be all hilarious. Yeah, it might apply to some glitch growth rates with a slightly fast and slightly slow, but I need to check that out. But what I meant is, like, what's so special about medium slow? Does it have to do with the fact on the experience growth rate chart, for some reason with the medium slow group, it shows a massive spike between level 1 and level 2? Does it have anything to do with that? No, a first stage, just like a single stage mon. Oh, okay. That way the results will be... That way, you'd be able to convert it to your leaderboard. I mean, I did tell you that I wasn't going to race you again unless you switched to BizHawk. And it looks like you did, so... That's nice. Because that Des Mume setup you had was... When I had to play it was giving me motion sickness. And I know you're tired of hearing me complain about it, but I will continue to complain. Also, I'm actually going to do my vitamin buy before I do the rocket grunts. Because I am nearing the caps. Keep that. X accuracy. Dynamic Punch, Sweet Scent, Icy Wind, Iron Tail, Shadow Ball, Mud Slap, Attract, Fury Cutter. Alright, so I can use 3 proteins, and can I use 5 calcium? Barely. I don't think it'll be a big deal. Iron Jugulis. No Slitherwing. I hate Slitherwing. I hate it because when I backported it in red and blue, it was horrible. Because obviously, you want to judge new Pokemon by a backport. Oh yeah, Fire Red's even worse. Slitherwing is still in last place on my Fire Red leaderboard if you don't count Pyukumuku. I'm just saying, when I play Slitherwing, I had to deal with Ember and Leech Life. You backported it into a trash game. I will not sit here and let you insult my favorite Pokemon game. How dare you, sir? Shall I send you into the 1-minute timeout section? I'm just saying, Axew was even generous with the moves that got backported, and it still couldn't perform good. Plus, bug fighting, that's not really a good type combo. Could it be worth holding on to Nightshade for anything? It probably isn't, and I just realized I never grabbed Sludge Bomb. I can just get it afterwards. Oops. This guy's not good XP. I mean, a Golbat's nice. The bug fighting Heracross. I still stand by it. Bug and fighting is not a good type combo. Having a 4 times weakness to flying is really bad. It's a really common typing in playthroughs. Alright, I'm really hoping Dig can... I'm gonna have to mix between Return and Dig for this fight. The range, huh? Gust, Ember, Sunny Day, Bug Bite. Yeah, my moveset was Gust, Ember, and Leech Life. And it had to deal with Brock. Do 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 do. Alright, time for the rival. I'm telling you, this Golbat always survives hits. Uh-oh. Really? Well, maybe you should backport it into black and white and see how well it does. But I don't know if you allow yourself to backport custom moves, but see how it would do with just the Gen 5 set. See how it would do. I'm out of potions, and I know there's a max potion down there, but I'm not going to have enough health to reach it, so I kind of had to heal. Wait a minute, is it Skyla or the Lost Pilot? Because we all know it's the Lost Pilot if we're not weak to flying, but I guess since we are, it is Skyla today. Did that thing just pull off a Koga? Self-destruct while underground? The only move in backporting for Slithering is specifically lunge. But what about, like, first impression? Doesn't it get first impression? And dual wing beat. Isn't that dragon type move? Like a dragon type double kick? Wait, you actually forgot to backport first impression? You were going to completely sabotage its time. How dare you? Because Slitherwing is my favorite Pokemon ever. It's a flying type dual chop. Wait. I could have swore dual wing beat was a dragon type. A good ability? Make it the glitch ability 0. No special ability. Make it that. Dragon darts. Oh. So, what's dual chop then? That a fighting type move? I'm gonna go get some potions. I'll definitely need them. Dual chop is dragon too? Oh. That's honestly smart. It was just an idea I had. I remember it from an old Picaspri video. Unused content for Gen 3. Oh no, my evasion fell. Should I have saved? And surely I outspeed. Speed tie. Yeah, a bit too late for that to be useful. Alright, gotta make sure to get the pink bow. I'm still gonna hold on to... Actually, wait. Yeah, I'll hold on to it for Claire. I'm gonna fight a couple of these cool trainers here. Let's see, I'm backporting Brutal Swing, Lunge, Dual Wingbait, First Impression, Smart Strike, Solar Blade, and Mystical Fire. What? Why are you backporting so many moves? Like, are you essentially backporting its entire moveset? I'm sorry, like, I'm just used to, like, when I do, like, my backports for Crystal, since there's only room for 3 moves, I limit it to 3. So, like, I still kind of have to use the move set for Gen 2, but it kind of means I have to choose what moves I want. But are you just, like, backporting the entire list? I may want this. Rest? Seriously? I can use this iron, actually. Who knows, it might come in handy. Can't use the protein. Oh, hold up. Oops. I just realized I still need to get Sludge Bomb. Should I teach it over Dig right now? I mean, there's really no reason to... Wait, no, why am I surfing in the water? I don't think so, no. I'll still hold on to Dig while I get the rare candies. And I think once I'm done with the rare candies, I'll delete Dig for Sludge Bomb. Actually, wait, no, delete Nightshade for Sludge Bomb. Well, I still need Hidden Power Ice, but I don't really need it for Claire. I think the earliest I want Hidden Power Ice is for Lance. I think it's only going to be for Lance. "96 extra moves. How would I cheese the fortress, though? It would just spam Protect when I go above the ground. Because you said it yourself, isn't it a Gen 2 thing? Like with Koga, if he sees I'm underground, he'll always go for Protect. Definitely not Erica. Erica is going to be an absolute joke. Because I quad resist grass. Chip it low to where it's going to use Explosion. Oh. Alright, so yeah, we looked at the damage ranges. Pink Bow with Return makes some very favorable ranges, but remember, I never assumed protein, so this is guaranteed for sure. Oh wait, how many rare candies do I get in the Johto section? You have got to be kidding, dude. That was the only way she could have won. 7? Okay, so if I want to be 70 for Lance, then I'll need to use my candies at Lance. Like, I need to beat Karen at level 63. But yeah, I still want Sludge Bomb, so I am going to get rid of Nightshade. Nightshade has just lost its usefulness at this point. Dratini. Dratini. Do not forget the Dratini. I'm going to see if MVF pops up and says Dratini. He always pops up at this time. It's always during live streams. I forget to get it. Dratini. 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 Do not forget the Dratini like an absolute moron. Shadow, you forgot Whimsicott and Cottony. Like I told you this last night, Shadow. Like, Whimsicott's part fairy. Hey, Game Dev, how's it going? How was your trip? Alright, I'm going to start off by getting the Mount Mortar candy, then I'll go get the Whirl Islands candy. I'm going to attempt to get it without looking at a map, but if I can't find it, I will go ahead and go bring up a map. Got Burger King for dinner. Ew. Not really the biggest fan of Burger King, but I will say, when they had those, when they had the mushroom Swiss melts for a limited time, they were so good. I'm not going to change that line. Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense. Should consider it, though. Alright, let's see if I can do this. Let's see, I think it's left. Alright, so I think from here I need to go... I need to find a spot where I can go left. Okay. I gotta line myself up with this pokeball somehow. Okay, so I think from here... It's around here somewhere. Dude, it's here somewhere. I'm in the right spot. Oh, I found it. Okay, that's the first time I've ever gotten it without a map. Let's go. Best run ever right here. I'm gonna go heal at Elm's PC. Since your mother doesn't heal you, Elm kind of has to take the motherly role and heal your Pokemon for you. Honestly, Shadow, Whimsicott would be so much worse in Black 2 and White 2 if it was part Fairy. That would mean for the Roxy fight, I'd be quad weak to poison, which would be horrible. Rodeo burger with mozzarella fries and an Oreo shake. I know my brother really likes the Burger King fries. They only really taste good in the first, like, 3 minutes. They are kind of dry. Like, I think out of all the fast food places, definitely Wendy's and Arby's have the best fries. I mean, I do like eating McDonald's fries a lot, just because it is kind of the classic fast food fry. I do like to get those every now and then, but whenever I do get the Wendy's or Arby's fries, they're so good. I think Wendy's has the better fries than Arby's, though. You might do that as an extra thing. Yeah, that'd be fun. I mean, aren't you doing a specific backport for a specific Pokemon coming out in July? Wink, wink. You could plan something like that for Whimsicott. Wink. Okay, I'm not gonna fight... Oh, I was just gonna say, I don't want to fight Quillfish Trainer. But, oh well. I just realized, look at this. We have 10 resets and 10 blackouts. And, weren't, like, 9 of those... Like, 8 of those blackouts just on Rival 2? I mean, the 10 resets elsewhere definitely makes sense, because we are a first stage bug type. Alright, I'm going to save here. This guy is an Espeon. Best fries in Canada are probably A&W. A&W is completely different here than US. By the way, then I'd say either Wendy's or Harvey's. Is it called Harvey's in Canada? I know Carl's Jr. is also named Hardee's, depending on where you are. That means... Wait. Hold on. Okay, grand idea. This application will be all-encompassing. User-provided HTML for overlays will be used to serve at a local host API served as well, blah, blah, blah. This means the overlay can be pulled in via browser source or the old way with the pure HTML. So, like, kind of similar with, like, Steve's overlay. It's, like, one HTML file, and pretty much everything is on there. MVF has added a lot to it since you last worked on it. There's even functional buttons on there to switch between Nuzlocke mode and Solo Run mode. It's definitely really cool. Like, I don't know if Steve gave you access to the new versions of the overlay. I think he said he was going to, but MVF did a lot of stuff to that overlay. Hello, Bedroll. Taco Bell cheese fries are fire. You mean like the nacho fries? Yeah, they are, the reason I didn't count them is because they only bring those around whenever they feel like it. I'm gonna use that HP up for Karen. Harvey's is not Hardee's. Harvey's is a Canadian only, and it's like if Subway was a burger chain. Oh, okay. So it's like all over the place. Got it. Well, I don't really know how you can test my overlay. You don't even have access to it. I mean, my overlay... Remember how I coded my old one? It's just an HTML on some images. It's still the same thing. I changed the overlay, like, template, and I moved some stuff around, but it's still essentially the same. Like, you may... Like, for example, in OBS right now, I can hide my HTML overlay. You may think it'll hide everything, but here, check this out. If I hide it... No. That's my overlay. Everything that appeared and disappeared, that is my overlay. That's all the code. All the images are there in OBS. Oh, I should have deposited. Alright, I'm not going to save. Because the plan was to blackout train, but I forgot to deposit. Look at that. Even at level 40, or even at level 59, I can't consistently defeat the Xatu. Actually, is Sledge Bomb better than a return with Pink Bow? Oh, right, the male. I mean, it's just an HTML, but I can share it with you if you want. I'm just not sure how it would help you. Okay, yeah, Sledge Bomb's the better move here. Actually, wait, that should be a 12th blackout. Yeah. Alright, so I'm just going to continue doing this till I get to level 63. And then as soon as I get to 63, I'm going to use all 7 of my rare candies. I do have 7 candies, right? Yeah, I do. Okay, so I do have all of them. So it's kind of like a Fuddruckers. I actually kind of thought you were swearing for a minute. What the heck is that? Is that some sort of East Coast thing? I would have to give... Game Dev, I'd have to give you the red and blue one, because the red and blue overlay I have still uses deprecated. All my other overlays use the new mappers. I think, yeah, this is still overall faster than wild training. Should have kept Nightshade? No. Nightshade just isn't good in the late game at all. I mean, at least I can knock out the Zatus consistently. I need to teach myself how to make an HTML that'll work with Pokebite. I don't remember how I set mine up at first. I know definitely Scott and Flame Sage helped out a lot. I remember they gave us like a very basic starting template that had like some of the bare minimum things in order to work. And then I had to like add things myself, but it was such a long time ago. That's funny. She used double slap. Here's the one annoying thing though. Uh-oh. Ah. Here's the one annoying thing though. If I eventually end up winning here, I will actually have to walk to Cherrywood or Cherry Grove in order to get my HM users back. Seriously? The one closest to you shut down? Darn, that's a shame. Yeah, the only... Oh, I actually outspeed the Jinx now. That's really good. Yeah, I'm so close. Yeah, as soon as I get 63, immediately using all 7 candies. Alright, I am hoping I win this attempt. That way I don't have to do Will again. Shit. Alright. I'll have to use the candies, I should have withdrew my HM users. Yeah, because level 70 is the minimum level I need for Lance. Because at level 70, if I equip the Nevermelt Ice, all of the Dragonites are one-shots, the Aerodactyl is a range, but with all the Calciums, it should be guaranteed. And the Gyarados is a 2-shot with Sledge Bomb. Definitely doing Slitherwing. No. No, not Slitherwing. Don't do this to me, you monster. Besides, I would kind of want to do like a vanilla Gen 5 run, not a backport. Oh yeah, for getting it to work with BizHawk, you have to use the game hook integration tool, but I don't think that's available anymore. I mean, I think I might still have a copy. Hey, Axu, you're right, that trick worked. Oh, I need to remember before Lance, delete Dig for Hidden Power Ice. Thankfully, you did not use Earthquake. Alright. Okay, that'll be good enough. Berry. Alright, I want to make sure I'm not at full HP. So that way the chances of her using Sand Attack go down a lot. I might ask Roy. I'm not sure who that is. I'm guessing somebody Scott works with. Oh, seriously? Not being at full health reduces the odds from like 90% to like 60 based on Snowy's math and simulations. I just got really unlucky there. Well, it's not real unlucky, but unlucky. Seriously, she just went for it again. You know what's funny? That curse actually doesn't really matter. Oh, he worked on his own fork? Did all of the forks for Game Hook had to be taken down, or just the main branch? Alright, honestly, I think with all of the calciums, I don't think I need Never Melt Ice, but just to be safe, I'm going to equip it. Oh, I actually one-shot thanks to the proteins. Okay, guaranteed. Oh, I outsped the Charizard. That was awesome. Oh, yeah, wait. Yeah, the reason 70 was the minimum is because 70 was when I can outspeed everything but Aerodactyl. Look at that. Easy. Just the main is gone? Oh. Interesting. I know when the Yuzu Switch emulator got shut down, I remember I saw an article that GitHub had to take down... I'm not kidding. There were like 7,000 different branches for that emulator. People were making their own backups on their own GitHub accounts, and GitHub had to delete every single one of them. All of those forks. Yeah, this is annoying, but what can you do? Alright, I'm gonna equip the Quick Claw again. No, not onto Kenya. You know, it might actually be kind of, my over-under estimate might actually be accurate. But my over-under is 210 to 220. And usually, if you do the Kanto section perfectly, it takes like 20 minutes if you do it perfectly. And this thing's not going to do it perfectly. There's going to be some hiccups. So, my prediction may have been accurate. We'll see. Put patches on my GitHub, but then on my Google Drive, but others deserve to play them. Yeah, kind of like what I do with like all the backports I make them, I wall them behind a membership because it gives people an incentive. But if you want to give it away, usually just put it in Google Drive and make it public. Like anyone with this link can view. Make sure it's not restricted though. I believe when you put something on Drive, it's restricted by default. Aw, man. Oh, I just realized I never used that HP up. Not like it really mattered, though. Alright, I'm starting with Erica. I wonder if leftovers would be the better held item. No, I think Quick Claw is the better held item for now. But the thing is, for most of the Kanto gyms, you really do not need the leftovers heal, and it just wastes frames. Like, every single time it's activated. Usually, unless you struggle with the, like, usually the earliest I would equip leftovers is blue. Oh, and I'm still gonna get the, I'm probably not gonna get the Mount Silver candy, but I will get the Fan Club and Cinnabar candies, and I'll use those before red. Because I know 78 is the minimum, but it'll be nice to get a couple extra levels, like preferably level 80. Because I know at level 80, or at 78, this was assuming I did not buy proteins. I think my original vitamin of choice was Carbos. I only needed 4 curses. So the plan is for the Pikachu to, I'll have to reset if I get hit with Charm right away. Remember, Charm is 100% accurate, but if the AI uses it, it has a 25% debuff, so basically if the Pikachu hits me with Charm, I should probably reset, because I want to one-shot it and set up on the Snorlax. Because otherwise I'll have to set up more curses. Plus, if I get hit with Charm, then Pikachu's going to need 2 Sludge Bombs instead of 1. And obviously that wouldn't be good. Alright, yeah, I'm definitely not fighting Sabrina right now, that's for sure. I'll probably save Sabrina for one of the last gym leaders. Also, I think overall with this Pokemon, medium fast is actually starting to help it. Because I am gaining levels slightly faster than if I were medium slow. But then again, medium slow in the early game would have been so much better. I think the only times medium fast will ever be better than medium slow is if, like, by red I needed, like, level 90. Like, if I need 90 for red, then medium fast is probably the better growth rate. Well, it also depends on the starting moveset. Like, if I need level 90 for red, but my starting moveset is somewhat decent, then it's not the biggest deal in the world. And I obtained 2 gym badges. Alright, I'm gonna go fight Misty, then Surge. Actually, part of me wishes I still kept Dig for Surge. But then again, I don't know. That still would have been useful. The thing levels up so fast. Like, how much XP does it need to level 100? I don't think it'd be too hard to add custom growth rates. I know Scott helped me add the erratic and fluctuating growth rate to Crystal in case we ever do backports of those. I think Sabrina might actually be easier. Honestly, I think Surge I'm going to save for last. Not really a statement I've ever said, but I think I have to. Just because I don't have Dig anymore. 390,000? Oh my god. The erratic growth rate needs 600,000. Does it, like, level up weirdly? Like, how erratic is super slow in the early game, but then by later in the game it evolves, like, real quickly? Like, how does it compare to the other growth rates? Like, if you were to put it on that chart that I know Bulbapedia has. Alright, yeah, Hidden Power Ice for Brock. I dubbed it the too fast rate. It's very quick early on, slows down a little as it goes on. Really? Okay, so for a test example, let's say you're fighting the rival, right, in the lab. I know the medium slow growth rate is the only growth rate that will actually get to level 6 on, like, the rivals like Bulbasaur, Charmander, or Squirtle. If one of the Pokemon in that growth rate faced the starter Pokemon, what level would it get to? Okay, that was just bad. Minimum battles, it goes from 7 to 12 off of Brock. Oh my god. Wait, why is it a glitched growth rate? Like, it's not like one of those unused growth rates, like slightly fast and slightly slow? Like, what makes it glitched? Was it like an incomplete growth rate, or does some of the glitch Pokemon just look at garbage code? Like, is it just garbage code? It's pulling from a random part of the RAM. So how are you able to replicate that in other games, though? Like, how would you know what the math is to, like, convert it? Okay, the Mad Cargo is actually probably the hardest thing on Blaine's team. Well, the Glitchmon was, I recreated it. Oh. But, like, how do you recreate the growth rate, though, if it just looks at a random part of the RAM? Because the formula was uploaded to the Glitch City wiki. That would make it easy. Alright, I'm actually going to do blue before I do surge. Which is kind of funny. Alright, I'm going to use 2 candies to get to level 80. I know I forgot Surge Axew. Didn't you hear me 30 seconds ago? I'm actually saving Surge after blue. Because I realized I don't have Dig, and I'm kind of worried about the Magneton now. Seriously? Dude, even at level 80? Wait a minute. Why am I not using Curse and Hold on. Alright. I should, keep this, I think. Okay, do I want to teach the full moveset now? Maybe I won't teach Rest so I can still have Hidden Power. Yeah. Okay, yeah, just get rid of Sludge Bomb. Even more painfully slow than the Erratic. Like, early game Erratic. That thing can Mirror Move Curse? Wait. I thought Mirror Move only worked with attacks. That Pidgeot was definitely trying to mirror my setup strats. Okay, yeah, this is the perfect strat. Yeah, I think if this run was, like, fully optimized properly, this can definitely get a 145, I think. Like, if you cut out a lot of the player error. Yeah, Axew. I think, one little, moveset routing that can be improved with this run. When I'm teaching Hidden Power for Lance, teach over Sludge Bomb. Because, Dig is still useful for Surge. Because of the Magnetons. I'm curious, does level 81, like, one-shot him with Return? No, it doesn't. Yeah, it's like 9's growth rate's awful. It needs 1.6 million to get to level 100. Even getting to level 6 takes 800 XP. Jeez. I might be able to get sub 2. I'm not even going to bother getting the silver candy. Seriously. Okay, use the repel. Alright, I want leftovers. Okay, teach Rest in the place of Hidden Power. That's really all I need. Well, actually, technically my old strat used Sludge Bomb on red. Then again, if you just set up a couple extra curses, Return will do just fine. Alright, let's see how this goes. I actually appreciate that, Pikachu. Thank you. That was a total Ike move right there. Oh, seriously? I lucked past the Pikachu, and he crit me with Body Slam. Wow, that's just mean. Well, I'm gonna have to set up extra times now, but at least I got to the Snorlax. That's all that really matters. Come on. Dude. There we go. And I'm paralyzed again. Alright, I need to use 2 more curses. Alright, 4 agilities. I think it's just spamming amnesia. It's out of moves. Alright, and we win. How the hell were you able to type that, Cody? Looks like Wingdings. Yeah, he ran out of body slams. Yeah, that's funny. $158.45. 14 resets, 19 blackouts at level 82. And 3/4 of those blackouts were on purpose. So yeah, honestly, this thing, 145 is kind of a lie, I think. I think if you took a lot of the player error out of this, this could probably get like a 152. I think a 152, yeah. I had a lot of blows. Like, for example... What's the first... Oh, yeah, the blackout where I had to get struggle again. But honestly, I don't really think that mattered too much. Where else did I get resets at? Let's see. Whitney is just luck no matter what. Game dev, quit speaking your native tongue. Let's see. Morty. Chuck is luck. Jasmine. Price. Claire. Blackout trained in the league. Oh, Bruno. Karen. Native tongue is English. I know it was a joke. And, I did get resets on a... Oh, I got a couple of resets on the Gyarados as well. Honestly, even if you were to optimize and take a lot of the player error out of this, here's the one thing. There's like 5 fights in this run. Like, let's see if I can recall them correctly. It's, Whitney, Chuck, the Gyarados, and, there were a couple of other fights that are just completely luck dependent. Honestly, that might have been it. Those are like the true luck dependent fights. Lance? Not really, no. I was level 71 for Lance. I got to level 63 during the league, and I used all my candies. No, Lance was actually very easy. I guess Karen is a bit luck dependent too, because her Umbreon does survive, and the Gengar does outspeed you for some shenanigans. But honestly, like I said, if you were to take out a lot of the bad sections, this thing can definitely get like a 5 or 6 minute improvement. Maybe if you were way more efficient with getting struggle. That's the whole issue. It's getting to struggle. Like, I'm sure that can be done more efficiently, but I'd like someone to try. Oh, God. When I did that stretch, it felt like blood was going into my head. Oh, man. But honestly, I underestimated this Pokemon. Honestly, I think the one thing that truly saved it was having agility on its learn set. Because Pinecoat does not have agility. This thing would probably use either Protect or Sleep Talk. And it would just be a bad red fight. Alright, so only 17% of you believed in me. Or believed in this little spider boy. Alright, let's go ahead and add this to the leaderboard. Quick. Spinarak. Spinarak, here it is. Had to look up a picture of it. Let's see, I was level 82, 14 resets, real time of 1:58:45. Can anyone rewind and tell me what my game time was when I beat Red? Because one thing I hate about being in this trainer menu thing right here is that the game time still progresses. So I can't really take a screenshot in real time. But if anyone's able to look that up, I'd be happy. But still, it doesn't matter what our game time is. We got last place. This thing was only 4 minutes slower than Fortress, despite, look at that, 48 resets. This thing can definitely do a lot better. I remember I was going to do a second run of this during that stream, but I rage quitted because I didn't reach a level threshold, and I ended up quitting. But here's the thing, I do not want to play this run again. Having to grind to level 22 just to be able to get struggle, it's awful. It's horrifically awful. I mean, this thing did like 20 minutes worse than Tentacruel. But that's just because for Tentacruel, once it got access to Surf, it became a lot better. But the early game was really bad. Especially with things like Acid. But still, this was 724. Thank you, MUFC Zone. The seconds aren't too big of a deal. Also, fun fact, let me show you this. Those aren't seconds. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, those are seconds. But you see those numbers below? Those aren't milliseconds. Those are actually frames. Those only go up to 60. So watch this. I can pause the run. That was frame 42. Yeah, those are frames. That's how the game keeps track of what frame you're on. Because it knows 60 frames is 1 second. Anyway, this was a, it was an interesting run to plan out. I'm just glad this thing got Curse and Agility. It's a really nice moveset. It's a distinct run. It's because while the early game sucked, you proved was good enough afterwards. Oh yeah, absolutely. But anyway, thank you all for stopping by, everyone. I do appreciate it. The next stream will be tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern. We'll do another random crystal run. Please, for the love of God, quit giving me first stages. Anyway, I'll see you all later.